What is up, guys? It's Chris Everett Chris, and welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for Tesla, tech, and everyday life. Right now, Teslas are still one of the most popular electric vehicles out there today. And it makes sense. There's so much Tesla has to offer in terms of range, performance, charging, and technology. However, there are a few reasons not to get a Tesla, and today I'm gonna go over why you shouldn't get a Tesla or another electric vehicle. Now, there are always gonna be people out there who are against the norm. People who just don't like big companies like Tesla. And that's totally fine. This video isn't about hating on Tesla, it's just more of an informative video so you can make an informative decision if you're on the fence of buying a Tesla. So let's get #1 out of the way. Uniqueness. So first off, don't get a Tesla if you like to be different. Even though other car companies like Toyota still reign supreme in the most plug-in hybrid cars delivered in the world, Tesla is catching up fast. Considering how Toyota is a combination of both Toyota and Lexus, Tesla is really good, selling almost 1 million vehicles in 2021. And this makes sense as there are Teslas literally everywhere. It's like the new Camry. Especially in the OC, you mostly see Tesla Model 3s and Model Ys. And of course, you're gonna see them in the most popular and free color white, with either silver or black wheels. I haven't seen as many gray colors out there now, but it is an included free color in the Tesla paint as well. So get ready to see a ton of white and gray cars out there. There's so many Teslas out there, sometimes it can be confusing going to your car in the parking lot because they all look alike. I try to make my Tesla as unique as possible with the matte wrap, aftermarket wheels, and even changing the Tesla logo a different color. However, it still looks so similar to all the other white Tesla Model Ys with black rims. And another thing people don't like is getting the most expensive Model Y or Model 3 Performance Edition and only seeing minor differences like different rims, painted brake calipers, and maybe a spoiler, but that's about it. There's very little exterior and interior differences between the cheapest Tesla model and the most expensive. A lot of people don't like that because they're paying a ton of money for the top of the line model and they want some differences aside from the performance. Like if you get a Model 3 BMW compared to the M3 models, they look completely different and you can definitely tell it's an M3 versus a regular BMW 3 Series. And also you're so limited on paint options. Like if you get the most expensive Model X, you still only get 5 paint options. Now the second and one of the most biggest reasons not to get a Tesla is their build quality. Many see Tesla as an amateur and young company who pump out cars without any regard to quality control and build quality. I mean, this Tesla I just checked out was made in February of 2022 and there's still panel gaps, trim misalignments, and other small issues. They also have still yet to perfect cutting a perfect semicircle for the door, as it still looks jagged and hacked off. I mean, it's so bad that Elon himself suggested not to buy a Tesla during production ramp up or near the end of a quarter for better build quality. This is something that never should happen in the first place with basic stuff. And I will say in Tesla's defense that no company is perfect. Every car company has issues with panel gaps, paint imperfections, things missing. It's just the process. It's just that I feel like Tesla is more under of a microscope. So if you care about the little details and are super OCD about the little things, don't get a Tesla. Now, before we get to the next reason, let's hear a word from our sponsors. Now, real quick, let me talk to you about our sponsor, iTrust Capital, the #1 place for cryptocurrency trading. Cryptocurrency is one of those things that everyone is talking about these days. There's all kinds of different exchanges to trade crypto on, but what people don't realize is how much they're losing in taxes and fees. With iTrust Capital, you can actually invest in crypto without worrying about any taxes or fees, and it allows their clients to invest in crypto through an individual retirement account or IRA. IRAs are tax shelter accounts, which means all your crypto trading is tax-free and it can even grow tax-free over time. The process of signing up with iTrust Capital is really easy and the service is amazing, and the platform even has a dedicated client experience team. The best part is it's totally free to open an account and there are no hidden fees. You don't need to pay any monthly subscription or any of that nonsense. As a special tip for my viewers, if you open and fund an account, you'll get a $100 funding bonus added to your account. $100 for free, that's crazy. To learn more, make sure you guys click on the link in the description and open a free account. The third reason not to get a Tesla is if you don't like paying a ton of money for unfinished products. What I love and hate about Teslas is they're constantly improving their vehicles over time with software updates. One instance of this is their new side cameras that turn on when using the turn signal. The issue with this is that they didn't develop their Teslas in the beginning to have this feature. So if you have an older Tesla, if you use the turn signal at night, there's a ton of glare coming from the signal light, so it makes visibility at night horrible. I do love how Tesla decided to add this feature later on to their older vehicles. However, because of this glare, it can make nighttime visibility poor, and a lot of people on the forums aren't happy. However, other companies like Lucid Air actually developed separate cameras for their side mirror visibility, so there'll never be any issues with glare there. And again, there's other features like their full self-driving where you pay a ton of money for their beta software, and it's something that a lot of people don't like. The fourth reason you should not get a Tesla is because of their simple and minimalistic interior. I know a ton of people who love a sophisticated and beautiful interior. I mean, look at the Hyundai Ioniq, the Kia EV6, and especially the Mercedes EQC, and even the Lucid Air. You get things like a nice full screen, buttons, ambient lighting, and it looks amazing while still looking minimalistic. I honestly love the Mercedes interior. It's cheaper than a Tesla Model S, and the Mercedes EQS interior looks 10 times better and more expensive and premium than the Tesla Model S. They have all these neat features like a heads-up display, a panoramic view monitor, a beautiful huge display that spans the entire dashboard, and way more color options and customizations. You even get cool options like massage chairs and even a diffuser that can make your air smell nice and pleasant. And it's crazy that Mercedes now even has an added built-in dash cam option for you. Honestly, everything Tesla is doing, other car companies are copying, making Tesla a less viable option in certain categories. The fifth and final reason to not get a Tesla is if you're a spontaneous person or if you're super stubborn. Yeah, that's a super weird one, but it makes sense. Ever since we got our Tesla, we learned to plan our charging and time. This honestly applies to any electric vehicle, but on long road trips, we end up having to add about an extra 1 hour to our trip. So let's say we wanted to go to NorCal, which normally takes us 5 hours. We'd have to calculate 1 extra hour. So we'd have to assume it would take us 6 hours. And if we ever wanted to go somewhere, we'd have to make sure our car was charged and plugged in with enough juice. So say we only had 10% battery life and we wanted to do a spontaneous road trip somewhere, we'd have to still wait for the car to charge. Also, if we go on long road trips, like a road trip to Oregon, if we didn't plan out where the superchargers were and how much we'd have to charge, we may be screwed and stranded in the middle of nowhere. Stubborn, you say? Yeah, man, it's no joke. You have to relearn how to drive, you have to use technology and all these gizmos and gadgets. Take my appa, for instance. He's a classic Korean dad. I love him, but seriously, he's stubborn as a burro. I can get into an hour-long argument with him on anything, and I know I'll never win regardless because he's always right. I could totally see him cursing out the Tesla because there's so many options in the menu and features that he just doesn't understand. Maybe if you realize you're paying a ton of money for your car, you'll learn to change yourself a little bit for your car. I mean, it's like a relationship. You gotta give a little and put a little bit of effort in. I will say, and I'll probably do a 5 reasons why you should get a Tesla, especially with all the gas prices now, because getting an electric car seems like a no-brainer. Anyways, thanks for watching my video, guys, and I'll see you guys next week.